Welcome to SoundersFC.com 1v1. I'm joined today by Roger Levesque. And Roger, thanks for joining us. How was the off season?
Great. Yeah, got to spend some good time away from the game of soccer. Even though definitely still a student of the game. You know, watched a lot of EPL games. Yeah, no, it was good. It was a good time away. Good to visit with family. Good to visit with friends. Went to a wedding. You know, the soccer players, MLS players. Wedding season is the winter. Now I'm almost past it. You know, getting to into my low 30s. Something Facito has to look forward to. You know, all his friends getting married. You know, so we know he's not anytime soon.
What is it? How have you changed kind of your approach to each season, kind of as you've gotten into your 30s, like you said?
Yeah, I think approach. Yeah, approach still remains the same. You know, want to go out and, you know, obviously come in fit. Dave Tenney does a great job working with players in the off season, and spend a lot of time with him. You know, have that basis, and then, you know, just kind of see where I fit in. You know, as far as that goes. This year, obviously, a little bit different role with all the changes. And one of the, you know, definitely the older guys on the team. There's no question about that. But just looking to make a good example, create a good example for the young guys. You know, whether it's in, you know, always coming to training and being sharp and switched on, communication on the field, and then, you know, always putting in that little extra effort. You know, that hopefully, you know, will rub off on some of the young guys, and then they can be successful coming forward.
You've always been one of the more fit guys anyway, coming in, beat tests and everything like that. You seem to blow right through them. But how much has Dave Tenney been able to change that, kind of fit his fitness plans to you, and kind of what have you been able to improve on in those times?
Yeah, you know, I think I owe my level of fitness to Dave Tenney. There's no question about that. You know, I think I would struggle to find the motivation myself if he weren't there every step of the way. To really push me in the direction of being fit. So big shout out to Dave Tenney. I love you. Yep. But he's always pushing guys. He's always, you know, looking for that edge. You know, each year he's, you know, bringing new stuff to the table that I think will bring out the best in the players. And, you know, and that's no different this year. He always brings something new to the table, and, you know, is always at the cutting edge of sort of what's new and what's next, and that's one of the big reasons why we love Dave. Let's
talk about the New York game here at home. Big moment for you. You get 2 goals in that game, but one where you end up on SportsCenter at the year-end edition. Kind of what was that like for you? Kind of the aftermath of that, seeing yourself on national television here, you know, several months after the fact.
Yeah, I mean, completely unexpected. You know, at that point, wasn't really playing a whole lot. I think I'd been playing, you know, right back, you know, leading into that, and for whatever reason, found myself in some good spots. You know, fortunately, you know, one of the, you know, goalkeeper, you know, bad, tough feet, you know, whatever it was, you know, turf, and then the whole scuba dive, which, you know, I'd practiced once or twice leading into it, but, you know, I think.
How do you practice that?
You would be surprised.
Yeah. The fall may have been a little further than you expected, though.
Well, that was actually relatively, you know, short distance than what we're used to. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. You know, in the aftermath of it, it's, you know, I think it's good for the game. Definitely like a talking point in, you know, any sort of Sounder fan. You know, see me, hey, how you doing? You know, great season. I really love that scuba dive. I'm like, hey, nope, you know, glad I could, you know, entertain. No, but it was, I mean, obviously a spur of the moment thing, and it is what it is. It, you know, as long as it creates that energy or helps, you know, move it along and keep the organization and keep the city and that energy heading in the right direction, then, you know, I think it's a great thing.
You had that in the Pirate face. You had the chopping down the tree down in Portland. But the goals in between, what was going on with those ones?
Yeah, I know, huh? Creative spark just wasn't flowing, and it tends to be a spur of the moment type thing. You know, not something that, you know. Well, I guess the tree chop we planned. But I mean, other than that, I don't know. The other ones I just look lost on.
Yeah.
You know, the good news is I don't score a whole lot, and so I don't really have to worry about making up a whole lot of new celebrations.
So where are you for this season? What are your goals? What are your hopes for the 2012 season?
Yeah, you know, just helping the team be more successful than we have been in the past. I think, you know, especially in this preseason, sort of, you know, integrating the new guys and helping in that process, and then getting, helping get the team to the point where we're flying, we're being successful on the field, and regardless of what competition it is. I think that's the main goal, and I think that's what everyone is coming into this season thinking. As far as me personally, like whatever the season brings, I'll put in the effort. I'll do what I can to help out, and regardless of what game I'm playing in, whether it's a reserve game at right back or whether it's coming in and spelling one of the forwards up top, and I'll just put my best foot forward and kind of go from there.
How do you prepare for a season knowing that you may be preparing to play forward, you may be preparing to play right back? How do you prepare for so many different options on the field?
Yeah, just really trying to be the best soccer player that I can be. No, I mean it's all soccer. It's maybe subtle differences. I think I've definitely coming in this year worked on my communication a little bit and sort of seeing the game and helping players out, and it's something I've never really had to do as a forward. But definitely as in the midfield, and then especially playing in the back is something that's really, it's important. You got to be connected to your center back. You got to be connected to your right midfielder, and just doing my best to help everybody else out on the field. And that's something that I can work on in possession and in passing drills or kind of whatever it is. And so that's sort of a point of emphasis, I would say, for me. But wherever I end up on the field, it's it's still the same game. It's still connecting passes, good first touch. You find yourself in a good spot. Be aggressive and try and kick the ball like Mike Facito.
And in the end, if you're going to be playing right back, you got to teach those other guys some goal celebrations too, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
There we go. There's Roger Levesque, 1v1. Thanks for joining us right here on SoundersFC.com.